Hey everybody, Charlie R2 here, and welcome back to Myst 4 Revelations. We last left off, we found the linking books to the two prison worlds, Spire, I say worlds, ages, Spire and Haven. We chose to go to Spire, and we're now in what appears to be a visiting chamber, for lack of a better term. And it appears that Yeezy, that's what I'm calling her, Yisha, I believe is her name, was teaching whoever was imprisoned here, Dunny. Which, if we've learned anything, Dunny allows them to write and create. So somehow he's created some sort of explosion, made his way this way. Looks like a geode here. It's pretty cool looking, like that. Anything else out here, other than just like certain death by falling off? Nope. All right, let's go down this way. So far, just looks like a path down the spire. I think I called it a ziggurat earlier, but there should be something on the very top. What is this? We can look at what appears to be a lift mechanism. What are you? You are broken. We can look down there. Okay. Remember that's there. Go down this way. Further down. Alright, gotta make sure we can't interact with some things. It's kind of hard to tell what's interactable and what isn't. It looks like we came down here, so we have a path leading to the bottom of that spire. And potentially a path leading this direction. I want to go back to the bottom of the spire. Can we go this way? Yes, we have to look further. Alright, so there's a button. Did it do anything? Didn't appear to. And I don't think we can go anywhere else. Let's press it again. Okay, I'm hearing something. Oh, that doesn't look safe at all. Who would design this? Can we get on it? Okay, we're on this contraption. Appears to be a lever of some sort, and it looks like it goes down very far. Here we go. Can we look around? No, we cannot. We're just going to stare at the handle. Very green down here. Lots of cabling and wires and chains. Okay. Let's go this direction. That's the elevator call button. Floaty rock? Floaty rock. Lots of floaty rocks and some type of vehicle. Electricity for sure. Don't know if I like the blurring when looking at different things. Like, I get thematically it's cool, but like functionally it's not that great. All right, floaty rock, and we have necklace.
Impossible. Every scientific principle I know tells me these rocks shouldn't be floating, and yet somehow they are. Don't know how you did it, Father, but if you can write it, I can certainly use it.
Okay. So he's going to use the floaty rocks somehow. He's got this one chained down, so is it like holding something up? Alright, let's go this way. Looks like a lab over here. Alright, let's look at all these things. What are you?
has to be fake. Has to be. But will getting to it allow me to finally reach the ground? Have to know. Have to get over there.
Reach the ground. So he started on the spire and he's curious if there's a ground below here. Is there anything we can do other than just look at this? So he wants to make it over to there. Floaty rocks with this thing probably helped him make it over there. It looks like he's got a path he's created. Alright, we got a crystal. A crank of some sort. Floaty rocks can be charged to not float. With the power of a crystal. We can store a charge. Move it over here. Drop the floaty rock. Okay.
Remarkable. No change to its molecular structure, no buildup of illumination inside. As long as the crystal remains grounded, electricity just passes straight through it. Interesting.
Alright. Grounded electricity passes straight through it. Right. What else can we learn? Can we interact with any of this? We can with this. Oh, different fonts. Okay. It appears that I have underestimated him. Oh, 87,525. I did not think he could be this devious. He always said Spire was dangerous, but I assumed he meant its people were violent. Violent and potentially xenophobic. The perfect combination by which to orchestrate a coup. But there are no people here. No prosperous civilization for me to rule. I see now how his linking panel fooled me. Congratulations, Father. This hand goes to you. Oh, I thought that was the end. Not that I dislike the lore, I just dislike having to read a lot of the lore in big chunks. 8761. I have established a temporary encampment near the... Does that say... That's not vertical. Vegetal? The vegetal? I think that's a G. Vegetal cavern? The food... Yeah, the food I brought with me should last a month. After that, I will be forced to grow what I eat. The plants here are neither scrumptious nor overly abundant, but I have tasted several and find nutrition is there. Turning now to the question of escape. I believe there may yet be a Myst linking book here. The simplest way for Father to have disposed of it would have been to jump off the palace as he touched it. There are other ways, of course, but I can not ignore this possibility. I must at least attempt to reach the ground. So that's why he wants to reach the ground. He thinks the book is just going to be there. 8791. This is fast becoming unacceptable. I have slid down every oddly shaped windpipe in this age and have yet to see below the second cloud layer. I was fairly certain that at least 3 of the passages would prove successful. Yet even they dead-ended inside a magnificent sealed cavern full of crystals. The crystals themselves are curious. Something about their inner matrix makes them susceptible to buildup of negative charges. When I touched ones, I received a terrible shock. At the same time, the faint light that had been emanating from the crystal faded, and I heard a very curious hum which ceased as soon as the crystal's charge was expended. I should like to study these crystals more thoroughly, and will institute a plan to mine the cavern extensively. 8826. Last night I saw the lights flickering in some of the other palaces. It occurred to me that I might not be alone. What if this age is like Stone Ship? Father never could explain how Emmett and Branch just appeared there. He said art was always surprising him. Could it be that the lights I saw flickering were made by other people? What I would give to discover this is true. After all these months of solitude, just to have another person to talk to. 88514. About the floating rocks. There is a phosphorescent green mineral running through much of this age which exhibits a strong diamagnetic properties. At least that is the most workable hypothesis I have devised that explain how these rocks I see outside my garden are able to float. This has given me an idea. If I can capture one of the larger boulders, I should be able to turn it into a vessel, and thereby sail across the clouds to the nearest palace. Yep, that's the vessel we see above us, or at least something thereabouts. The most difficult obstacle to achieving this will be maintaining the necessary altitude. I have noticed that these rocks float higher than the highest point on the palace, forcing my ship to float lower than it prefers will take some doing. 8810-2. For the past few weeks, I've been watching storms move through the second cloud layer. They appear as flashes of light inside the strata. The violence of these storms does not reach me in the garden. I encounter no rain, barely feel the wind. I'm completely safe here, nestled between layers. Oh, we're still going. I do not know how this is possible. How could Father have created a world which exhibits so many scientific impossibilities? He never did explain how to write an age. He never taught Akanar and I the art. I wondered if I should have insisted. 89-418. The crystals I mined from the lower cavern are really quite remarkable. There seems to be no limit to the amount of electricity they can store. Unfortunately, this makes working with them difficult. So as long as the charged crystal is isolated, the energy inside it remains trapped inside its matrix. But at the moment the crystal even brushes against a grounded object, the stored charge flows out, producing a most amazing song. I should like to capitalize on this singing ability, if only as a pleasant diversion. It might be nice to hear some music in these caverns. Regardless, I believe the crystals can solve my rock ship problem. By affixing them to some of the floating rocks and then casting them back into the clouds, I should be able to harness enough of Spire's natural electricity to fuel an electromagnet. The attractive force of the magnet combined with the smaller magnetic fields off the lighting conductors should be able to lower the ship and guide it to the nearest palace. It's definitely worth an attempt. So that wasn't the crystal being charged. It was an electromagnet pulling the crystal down, or the rock down. 90-10-22. Another storm is brewing as I write this. I can feel the hairs on my arms starting to rise. I'm almost crazed with anticipation, waiting to test the first conductor. My God, is this what Father felt every time his hand hovered above the panel of a book he'd just written? Did he feel this much excitement as he stood poised to learn from his theories had worked? Why did he never share this with me? If he had, perhaps things could have been different between us. The first conductor is glowing. Here goes nothing. 91-525. No. My calculations were perfect. The ship should not have broken free. The distance between the conductors must have been too great. I'm going to have to add more to the system, but if I do, the electromagnetic pull will be too strong and the ship will crash to the floor. So can I counterbalance it? Create a second electromagnet in the roof of the garden? I'm going to have to start building again and capture another rock for a ship. This mistake has set me back years. But I am close, so close to reaching the nearest palace, and from there, maybe access to the ground. I only hope the Lincoln book still works.
I am going to have to start building again and capture another rock for a ship. This mistake has set me back years. But I am close.
Okay. So I don't have to read. I can click the necklace and it'll read for me. Duly noted. But I mean, you're welcome for my horrible voice acting. Sorry. Wasn't really even acting, just me reading. All right, let's go this way. I thought I was going to be able to see that vice, but that's not the case. All right, so what is over here? Some of these plants. So this is his garden he was talking about, right? He was eating these. Look horrible. Whoa, what are we looking at?
Your faith in me is truly amazing, Mother. How long before I kill this one?
So he was talking with Catherine. She gave him a flower that he actually seemed to respect and want to keep. All right. Can we look at stuff over here? Yeah, we can. He's getting some sort of fluid out of these pustules of fruit. Yeah, he's getting a lot of it. He's getting it with this. What does that do? Yeah, he's harvesting it from all of these. Sending it to a crystal back there? Huh. Can't really interact with anything there. I've already looked at that. This is his garden he was protected in, he said. Okay. So that's the ship up there, right? Where is the power coming from for that? Down here? So if we can charge the electromagnet, get this ship to go down here, and then we can go over there. Can we interact with these? Interact with this. Oh, did we come from here? So we need to go this way? Alright, he made a path of floating stones. No, we came from that. So we need to go to the right over here. This way. What are you? Can't open you. Is this a ladder? It is. Let's check this out first and then we'll come back. Doesn't appear to be much here. So yes, there is part of the course is charged up there. Okay. Let's go. Hold on, the hand was going to point somewhere here. Another desk and another chessboard.
What kind of a move is that? You had me, Father. You totally had me. And now you're leaving your queen wide open? Getting the narrow chess pieces out of you was more of a challenge than this.
Okay, so the chessboard was two people playing remote chess, the son and the father, it appears. Okay, he's got like some stone bed here. Okay, let's look over here at this desk. Crystals. What is this? Chess piece. Nera is stronger than any other substance. Will need all the power keyboard can take. Will even that be enough if distributed? 4 plus 11 plus across all three. So he got these chess pieces with the under the pretenses that he wanted to play a chess game, but he was actually after the Nara or Nera, stronger than any other substance. 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10, 10. Will even that be enough if distributed across all three? Divided. Alright, well that's definitely going to be a hint to something. Okay, let's back up. What do we have here? Is this... Blue crystal test results conclusive. Need to supply keyboard with total electricity gathered in garden and docking station only to disrupt these samples. What does that even mean? Let's take a picture of that. Put that back. Oh, we can only move it in a straight line here. Can we move anything else? Doesn't appear so. Every partially successful rock test suggests 20 units of power total, no more, no less. But in what combination? 1, 2, 3. Must find a way of dividing more accurately across 3 cables. 1, 2, 3. 20 units of power total. Okay, the 20 doesn't divide by 3. Alright, alright. Let's take a picture of that too. Go back out. These are the green liquids he was gathering. What does this do? Can't seem to really do anything with that other than spin it a little bit. Right, so we looked at this one, we looked at that one, we looked at this one. Okay. Let's go up that ladder. Maybe that's what this is referring to. So this is like his bedroom. The ladder was... Did I miss it already? I may have missed it. No, I didn't. It's right here. Alright, let's go up the ladder. Can't touch that. Okay, yeah, this is probably it.
Idiot! You've run these calculations 1,000,000 times. Counterbalance the magnetic forces perfectly, otherwise the ship won't get out of the dock. And you do want to get out of the dock, don't you? After all these years of trying?
Yeah. I do. I think I need to hit that button. Right there. Oh, goodness. What in the world are we looking at? Oh, is this similar to what we looked at down at the bottom? We need to get this... Huh, okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we move this anywhere? Huh. Close that. Can we... press any of these? What? What did I do? Alright, I need to counterbalance it. It needs to float, right? Or it needs to go down. So let's go this way. I'm not quite understanding what these are doing. One. So this represents the ship, right? I don't think I'm understanding what I'm doing here. Okay, I got 4 of something. Huh. But if I attach it, it doesn't go back. I wish I could look at this closer to understand more of what I'm doing. So that's a cable going there. It's a cable going there. What is this doing? One, two, three, 2. This one will go up there. Three. Which does what? Two. Can we skip? Man, I'm not understanding what I'm doing. All right, let's go over here. Can we skip all the way over? We can't. Man, I do not feel bright playing this. Can't click these. Can't click these. So I have 3 moves to get to 20? No, that's not right. I can only move these. Let's go left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I want 4? If I do that, does that do anything? No, don't look at that anymore. 4 seems too much. It seems to be up. I feel like I want to get it down. I have 4 of these illuminated. Can we reset it if we do that? Now you fall. There's 2 positions. Okay. So let's go right. Oh, we can't do anything till we turn that down. Let's go right. Left. This is 3. Is 3 the right amount? 3 doesn't appear to be the right amount. For some reason I was thinking we needed 3. How do we get it lower? Turn that off. Fall down, you. Turn it off again. Let's try, if we go right, that removes some. Left adds 2, and right removes 2, or removes 1. Just gonna raise this up a little bit. I feel like that's where we want that for now. I don't know. That's the middle position. So this was down, this is middle, that's up. So middle seems right. Can't touch it. But I'm gonna call that good for now. Can't disconnect this. Alright, how does this help anything? I feel like that's where it was before. We need it like down here, right? I'm not sure I follow exactly what to do. Let's go to the other area real quick. And then we'll play around with some more stuff. Now, what I do like about being in another age like this is that I know that I'm in a much smaller environment, so there's a lot less variables in play as to where I need to go to find my solutions, or at least hints. Alright, so that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider a like, a comment, and or a subscribe. Stay tuned for the next episode. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.